Hello viewers, this is Jeyapradha from Department of Computer Applications, the Standard Fires Rajaratnam College for Women. Let's see about dialogues in Android programming. So dialog is a dialog window or dialog boxes in Android programming. For example, every person should use everyday life in smartphones. Android app is a key for smartphones. If you install an Android app in your smartphone, first you can tap your app. So a dialog window appears just it can access your contact details like that. So this is a dialog or alert dialog. Now see about how to implement dialogues in Android programming, then categories of dialogues, then how to implement elements and its functions in Android programming. Dialogues in Android. A dialog is a small window that promotes the user to make a decision or enter additional information, which means it is a type of window that appears in front of app content to provide critical information or ask for a decision. It does not fill the entire screen of the app, it just requires users to take an action before they proceed. Categories of dialogues. The dialog class is a base class for all types of dialogues. It can be classified into 4 types. They are alert dialog, progress dialog, date picker and time picker dialogues. Let's see one by one. First one is an alert dialog. So alert dialog, it can be used to display the dialog message with OK or cancel button. It can be used to interrupt and ask the user about the choice to continue or discontinue. It is composed of 3 regions, that is title, content area and action button. First one is an title. This is an optional one. It just displays a title for the particular window. For example, in a given figure, the dialog window is displayed to adjust the brightness of the screen. So the title of the window have been given as brightness. So second one in the anatomy of alert dialog is a content area. This can be display a detailed message or a list of items or other custom layout that the user wants to display. Action button is a third pair. There should be no more than 3 action buttons in a dialog. It may be positive, negative or neutral buttons. Positive button have been used to accept and continue with the action, which means you give OK, accept like that. Negative button have been used to cancel the action. Then the neutral button which appears between the positive and negative button. For example, the action may be remind me later like that. So contents of alert dialog. The content area of the alert dialog allows you to add 3 kinds of list. They are traditional single choice list, then persistent single choices and persistent multiple choice list. To create single choice list using set items method, which can take array as an input. To add a list of multiple choice items like checkboxes or single choice items like radio button, use set multi choice items or set single choice item methods. So next one, if you want to create the own layout for the alert dialog, to implement this using set view method. Before you call this method, you must inflate the custom layout using get layout inflator method, which takes the layout resource ID as first parameter and the parent view as the second parameter. The given figure is an example for custom layout. In this, we add 2 edit text, 2 text view widgets to the layout to get the username and password from the user. Let's see how to implement alert dialog. In the given example, we first declare the alert dialog builder class object. Then using that object, you can set title, message, positive button, negative button for the alert dialog. Finally, you can create alert dialog object and show the alert dialog. The output of the program is displayed on the screen. In clicking the close app button, the alert dialog window is displayed. If you click yes, the application have closed or else it just remains on the screen. Next one is an progress dialog. So, progress dialog is an extension of alert dialog, but it also have three regions. They are title, message and style. It is a dialog window which shows the progress of a task, which is almost same as progress bar with the exception that this is displayed as a dialog box. There is a difference between progress dialog and progress bar. Progress bar is a view which is used to indicate that something in the app is still loading while the user may interact with other parts. But in progress dialog, it does not allow the users to interact with the program. Progress dialog is a dialog with built-in progress bar which freezes the user from doing anything until it is dismissed. There are two styles in the progress dialog. They are horizontal progress bar and spinner progress bar. So, methods of progress dialogs. So, there are so many methods to implement progress dialogs. So, first one is an set message. The method is used to show the message to the user, for example, loading or downloading like that. Then second one is an set title. Using this method, you can give title for the progress dialog window. So, next one is an important property, that is set progress style. Using this method, you can specify two types of styles for the progress dialog. So, first one is an horizontal, second one is an spinner. So, horizontal shows the horizontal progress bar in the dialog box. The spinner method used to show the spinning progress bar at the dialog box. So, next method is an set max. This method is used to set the maximum value while we using horizontal style in the progress dialog. So, get progress. This method used to get the current progress value in the numbers. So, next one get max, the method used to returns the maximum value of the progress. So, show method can be used to display the progress dialog in the screen. So, last one increment progress by is used to progress bar values can be increased by the specific value that. So, increment progress by method can take a parameter as a value to increment. So, implementation, how to implement progress dialog? In the given example, horizontal progress dialog have been created. Additionally, we create new thread and handler class to increment the freeze the program for few seconds and display the progress value by 1 to complete the task. So, the output of the program is displayed on the screen. So, just to click the button, it triggers the progress dialog task. After loading from 0 to 100, the dialog box get automatically dismissed. So, next type of dialog is an time picker dialog. Time picker is a user interface control for selecting the time in either 24-hour format or AM/PM mode. It is used to ensure that users can pick the valid time for the day in the application. It consists of 6 parts. The anatomy can be displayed in the screen. The first one is displayed selected time, then hours and minutes to adjust the timing formats, then icon button to switch input time entry, then AM/PM selector, then you have positive button and negative button. So, the time picker dialog class consists of 5 constructor within the parameters. So, they are first one is an context. Context can get the current applications context. The second one callback function. The callback function used in time picker is an on time set, which is invoked when the user sets the time with the following parameters: hours of day or minute it can take as an parameter. So, third parameter for the time picker class is an hours. So, hours is a current hours that can be displayed in the current system, then minute also is an current minute that can be displayed on the systems. So, last one is an boolean variable which can be set to false, it will be show the time in 24 hours format, or else you can set true. So, last one is an date picker dialog. Date picker dialog is a user interface control that can be used to select the date by day, month and year in the Android application. Date picker is used to ensure that users will select a valid date. In Android, date picker having two modes. The first one shows the complete calendar and the second one shows the dates in the spinner view. The following figure is an example for the two style modes. So, this is an anatomy for the date picker control. So, it have 9 parts. So, first one is dialog title text, next one selected date preview, then edited date manually, fourth one drop down button, fifth one today's date that can be highlighted in some colors. So, sixth one is button which toggles between months. Seventh one is selected date highlighted. So, eighth one is positive button, ninth one is negative button. Like the time picker control, date picker control also consists of 5 arguments as the parameter for their constructor. So, here also the same context callback functions, but it takes year, month, day as a parameter. So, callback function used in this date picker dialog is on date set. So, on date set function can take year, month of year and day of month as an parameters. Thank you viewers. I hope this video helpful for you. Thank you.